up, get that thing up.
Class 234 begins its second day of basic underwater demolition SEAL training by running the obstacle course. The mood is somber. 4 more students have quit.
Howard should be up.
For the remaining 77 students still recovering from day 1, day 2 promises to be no easier.
I'm a little worried. Did a lot of push-ups yesterday. I'm hoping my arms will hold out.
It's a long put-out evolution. About 8 minutes, that's about it, everything you got.
Schaefer and Class 234 have run the O course before, but today, the biggest obstacle will be time.
The toughest thing is you have to mentally get through the obstacles. It's hard physically, but you can do it as long as you tell yourself you can do it. The instructors, all they want to see is that you're safe and you're fast. For me, the worst one would be that slide for life. It's hard. You pretty much expend it by the time you get to the platforms, and by the time you're on the line, your arms are spent.
Hey, Stu Schaefer on the port line!
It takes a lot of self-motivation to get yourself down that line without falling down.
Hey, Stu Schaefer! Hey, Stu Schaefer!
It's never one circumstance that overpowers a student. It's an accumulation of events.
We're DOR, sir.
We're DOR right now?
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't do the O course?
Negative.
Now you're over here doing push-ups?
He told me to go get wind steady.
Because you were standing out of line over here.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to Mr. Gates, telling him to take me off the muster.
Why did you let me know?
Just doing what you told me, instructor.
You want to DOR?
Oh, yeah.
You can never know what a guy is thinking. Thinks about it, finally makes that decision. He's got that little bug in his head saying that, should I quit? And then that's it.
The pain of day 1 lingers. For some, such as Demeter, yesterday's pain is today's sense of humor.
Scale of 1 to 10, about 13. Fell off the balance logs today, so that was pretty bad. Other than that, I do all right. I'm in the very top percentage of the class, but thinking about changing that after I see all this. Just get done earlier, it's just more time to go get sandy and wet.
Others, such as Jackson, rely on patriotism for the motivation to succeed.
Wow, the SEALs. You ever would happen to USS Cole? You know, I want to be one of the guys on the front line that makes absolutely sure that doesn't happen.
But humor and duty will carry a student only so far. Ultimately, it comes down to personal resolve.
I wanted to go and push my limits, and I met my limit, so that's it. I'm just bowing out.
What did your wife say when you came home last night?
I came home and she was out doing a Bible study with somebody. I took a bath and then she came home and told me she wasn't feeling well, she was feeling sick. She wanted sympathy. I told her to give me a massage.
The instructors dislike television cameras, and Demeter's interview lasts too long to suit them.
Can you talk and push him out at the same time?
Yeah.
Their message is clear. There is only one reason to be here. The surf is higher and the water colder than yesterday. The tired boat crews are overwhelmed. The SEAL instructors realize guidance, not punishment, is what's needed. A key for all potential SEALs is learning about their individual limits, knowing what is possible and what is not.
Controlled aggression is the most important thing when you're doing this evolution. You have these waves that are coming in here. You have to get out there, you have to be aggressive, but you have to control it. You're not just paddling like a bunch of wild mad, reckless abandon. Tomorrow night, this is going to be very important because tomorrow night we're going to be doing night surf passage. You're not even going to see where those waves are coming from. All it takes is a little bit of fog, no moon, and it's going to be very scary. Are there any questions? Hey guys, take all this shaking and all this cold you got going on right now, harness it, turn it into aggression. You think you'd rather be sitting out there on a ship right now? Negative. It's a good day to be in buds. The sun is up, playing in the surf zone, have a little bit of fun. Let's do it. Let's tear it up. Let me see you guys do it. Come on, you got a boat. Let's go. Fire it up.
It is said that the ocean can make cowards of us all. Every SEAL knows any man can be broken physically. When Chief Taylor confronts Rivera, he chooses words, not push-ups, to communicate his displeasure.
You were sitting out there past the surf zone. Instructors are in here wondering why you guys weren't coming in while everybody else was in here.
Chief Taylor had to instruct my guys how to dump boat. They had a hard time dumping boat.
Oh, Rivera, come on, man. Mr. Burns saw that you guys made it out, and he thought, well, that's great, they made it out, they're the only ones, but you weren't the only ones. There were a bunch of boat crews that were out there, turned around, started coming back in, trying to be successful, and you guys sat outside the zone, and now you're coming in here telling me that your guys had a problem dumping boats? It's the effort that we're looking for. That's the most important thing. We want the effort. And in that instance, they weren't giving it to us.
After 2 days of big surf, the effort becomes too much for Jackson.
After yesterday, when I hurt my ankle, what I felt then wasn't really what I wanted to feel. I felt a little bit of relief that I was injured, and that really bothered me a lot. I was like, well, is this really what I want, or am I just out here for the hell of it? You know, every time you go in the, out of the water, one more person in your boat is supposed to go out with you, and the other guy was about to jump in, and I just said, don't worry about it, guys.
Are you calling it a day?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. Mr. Burns is standing over there. Go let him know what your intentions are, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to you.
That very first wave just creamed us while I was rolling along the bottom. You know, you have to ask yourself, you know, this really seems like a good idea. You know, it's an honorable job. It's not for everybody.
You lose a paddle is pretty much the same as taking the motor on the back of your boat and throwing it overboard. You know what that's going to do when you're in the surf zone and you got 80 pounds of gear each? It means you're going to get crunched and you're probably going to get killed. Enjoy your class. You're cold?
Very uncomfortable.
Okay, you're very uncomfortable, you're very cold.
I think I can do this for the next
6 months?
or whatever.
You feel like you gave it your best shot?
I really do.
That's the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
All right, gents. You guys do 50 meters. To me, it's the same thing as 25. Okay, you got a goal that you have to meet. You want to stay in this training, you're going to have to do this swim. Okay? The key to it is to stay relaxed. No matter how cold you are, no matter how tired you are, you got to stay relaxed and glide under there.
The evolution is simple. Jump in, front flip, and swim. It might seem a relief to swim in 80-degree water, but going 50 meters while holding your breath can create apprehension, and there is no hiding it. Phase 1 is a 9-week course intended to expose each student's commitment to endure hardship through physical stress. SEALs believe that if a man cannot withstand the stress of a beach or swimming pool in Coronado, California in peacetime, he will never survive in the conditions of sea, air, and land combat.
All right, next group, into the water.
A little difficult. Just stay relaxed. Make it all the way.
Hands up. Get up.
Do the Red Cross thing 4 to 6 minutes before you start with the brain damage on an average person. These guys are healthier than average. If you check your clock, you'll see they're really only underwater for 40 seconds. So if they're passing out, it's some kind of reflex response. They just lock up, they're all spun up standing here on the side of the pool, a little anxiety. But I'm not concerned unless that guy is not breathing for 2 minutes straight.
Come back. Come back to the light. Or don't go to the light. Roll over, roll over.
Nobody has gone beyond 30, 40 seconds. Absolute length of time not breathing.
What's your name?
823 Patrolling.
What's the name of the instructor that just saved your life?
I don't know.
Look back over there. Who is that?
Instructor Hoy.
Hey, thank him for saving your life.
Thank you, Instructor Hoy.
Okay, stand up.
If you'd been standing over here, you would have been able to see him go out, eyes roll up, air come out of his mouth. He was out underwater. And the instructor that was running him was heads up, spotted that right away, and actually he was the one that brought him up. but he touched the wall, so he passes.
Breathe.
Get on your knees. Up on your knees. There.
You're seeing the average right here. Nothing's unusual. We're getting maybe a little bit more failures than we're used to getting.
Hey, hands and knees.
Might have something to do with the temperature, the day they had. But the amount of people that are passing out, it's the same.
Okay. How many guys feel like they just went over a hurdle today they didn't really realize they were going to be able to go over?
Twice.
All right? You just proved to your bodies, through your mind, that you can push yourself a lot further than you thought possible. Right? That's the first hurdle. Feels good to get over a hurdle, doesn't it? Yeah! Good job.
By the end of day 2, 10 more students quit. For the 70 men remaining in class 234, the line between survival and failure is becoming more pronounced hour by hour. 13 days from now, 3 weeks after phase 1 starts, more students will cross the line, leaving behind only the committed. In the pre-dawn 53-degree chill of day 3, 4 more students quit, leaving 66 students to face another day. This routine will build until Hell Week, 6 days of non-stop 24-hour unrelenting hardship.
Being a marked man sucks. You don't want them to have to know your name, but that just means I got to put out 110%. Gets tough for every day. Only easy day was yesterday, but I'm here and I'm ready to do it.
You know, I mean, so 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a long day. That's all it is, you know?
This is the Smurf crew, what's left of it. Lost 2 this morning, 1 yesterday.
Who was in the Smurf crew here that you lost?
Albers yesterday, Goodbine and Cheney today.
Cheney left too?
Cheney just left. Didn't want to be here.
Water's cold, and it's starting to chafe on my chest and rub my nipples off. Tape will fix that.
The life vest, stays the boats. If you have to pump them up,
Survive just like every day.
Make it happen.
One day at a time, one evolution at a time. I'm still standing. Excuse me.
Somebody go get the life jackets and paddles.
I've always wanted to be a SEAL since about 7th or 8th grade. I don't know, the idea of carrying a gun and killing bad guys sounded fun to me.
1, 2, 3, go! I want to be creeping in someone else's backyard with a creeping of mine. You know, I love my country, but I want to do things that people don't want to talk about, but know that gets done.
Shoemaker is in last place, the focus of an instructor the class respectfully calls Joey the Cat, so called for his skill at exposing a student's weakness and toying with it incessantly.
Legs getting tired. If you were to put out for exactly 15 seconds, you would catch the back of that pack, and then you can keep the same pace that you're keeping now, which will allow you to stay with the group. If you cannot put
The Cat is an equal opportunity instructor. No failure will go unnoticed.
If I were to actually look at my speedometer, we are actually going below 0. If you cannot pass a 4-mile time run now, you're not going to be able to pass a 4-mile time run 3 months from now. Simple math would tell me you're not going to make it. Uh-oh, strain makes a move. Strain makes, it's neck and neck, strain and shaper, shaper pulls ahead.
Get up there, Strain.
Pulls back because he is mentally weak.
Strain, you do not want to be in this goon squad.
Sometimes they'll forget to write what your diagnosis is. If you notice that is blank when you're leaving Buzz Medical.
Not every evolution is physical, but even under calmer circumstances, anything can happen. Every student has been wet and cold all day, every day. When Gaines is unable to respond to a question, instructor Pat Stone moves in for a closer look. Gaines appears confused and on the verge of passing out. The stress is taking its toll.
Guys told me that I was incoherent, that they had to take me over to medical. Said I was babbling on about things. Honestly, I couldn't tell you, from that point that it happened. So I don't really know.
You all right? You all right, okay?
Here, open. Swallow. Swallow.
Outside door, move, side door,
On the third straight day of surf passage, boat crews continue to flounder.
Whoa!
With a night surf passage evolution scheduled for later tonight, instructors worry that the darkness will cause injuries.
Oh, they fell over.
One's in!
Go!
Two's in!
Go! Go!
Three's in!
Go! Go! Go!
One out!
Go! Go!
Okay, all right. We have a little bit more of a procedure going
Races
on, right?
between boat crews continue to determine which crews are working together and which are not. Leg and his boat crew are winners for the third day in a row.
It's like boat crew 8, standing by, man rig, ready for sea. First place? Yeah, instructor O'Donnell. All right, well, guess what? It does pay to be a winner, so you take your boat crew and take seats on the starboard side of your boat.
We won the surf passage drag race. Got a bunch of strong guys in the boat that pull hard. They all listen to what they're supposed to do.
It's the beginning, boat crew 7, standing by, man rig, ready for sea. Okay, second place. Not too bad, but you know what second place is, right? First loser. There you go.
We can beat Leg, fucking bastard. You just got lucky.
Up! I'm doing all right. Extended arms, man. Considering I have a boat over my head. Boat crew 9, standing by, man rig, ready for sea.
Okay, Miss Shoemaker. You guys see what boat crew 1's doing over there? They're sitting down, taking a break. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna sit this race out.
Yeah.
Because they put out, paddled hard, and got in here. You guys want to take a break, put out, and you win like they do, you'll get a break. 100 extended arm push-ups for coming in last. Begin.
Be up. Down. 1, down. 2, down.
3.
Can you do 20 perfect push-ups?
Yeah, I start to work.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 4.
I want to see it. Don't do a push-up unless it's perfect.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Drop down, give me 20.
Something's the matter with Mr. Shoemaker right now. I don't know if it's his head or what, but he's not all there. I mean, I was looking at him. I said, Mr. Shoemaker, what's going on? Is there anything the matter? He said, no, I'm fine.
He's got the bad decision bug.
Down. Up. Down. Up.
90.
3, drop! You guys understand why you're doing this? It's about the same thing as going out on a mission and getting caught by the enemy. You got to pay the price, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, you came in last place, which means you technically got caught by the enemy, which right now is me.
When was the last time you did push-ups, sir?
After the run.
Oh, after the run. So that was about an hour ago, right?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that you cannot touch your chest and you cannot get push-ups right now.
Recover. Drop.
Okay.
Recover the proper way. Recover the proper way.
Yeah, instructor Hoy.
Recover. No, drop. Recover the proper way. Both feet at the same time. Recover. There you go. Okay. You paid for your mistake?
Yeah, instructor Hoy.
Disappear.
Yeah.
On your marks, get set, recover.
Go.
5,
Go.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Almost got him.
SEAL instructors are the gatekeepers for the SEAL community. They have all graduated from BUD/S. They know that good students will always rise to the event.
I got dropped because my knife was dull. That's what Instructor Hoy said.
Was it?
That's a negative.
This is why we have inspections, gentlemen. Your head goes through the hole. Turn around, drop down, push him out.
Fox, you're not mad, are you?
Negative.
They're gonna instruct us on how to swim underneath the surf, the waves, and come back in without getting tossed around. Gotta make sure you stay with your swim buddies.
Now you have to stick with your buddy, right? Is that the main thing you're thinking of?
Negative. Just thinking about staying in the push-up position. We go evolution at a time. Right now I'm in a push-up position. Don't worry about that right now.
They were told to dive under the waves. Some of the guys are afraid of that, so they swim over them. That's not the right technique, because later on, they do some other things where they're going to silhouette themselves by doing that. This is very easy for them. but we're going to change that in a second. There's always a tool or technique that we can do to make them do exactly what we want.
Hurry up, people. Let's go.
Top down. Top down from here.
Now tell me what I told you guys about going under the waves.
Say go under the waves so it doesn't look like we're body surfing because we're practicing to be SEALs and we need to conceal ourselves.
You're going to get a second chance now, but it's going to be a little bit different. Take off your rubber.
Gentlemen down here, I'm about to scoot you a clear climb. Take
1
your time.
minute. Scoot around the rubber. Get undressed now.
Get out there and get a swimmer pool.
Once you start getting to a point where your body temperature starts going down, you start getting numb, and you know if you do things right, you get out of it, it kind of motivates you. And it really works really well with the students because they don't like being cold. Can't blame them.
Cold, a little chilly. Moving fast keeps you warm though.
Not really.
Boat crew muster, 1 to the north.
Swimming is what I've been really strong at my whole life, so it's part of why I wanted to be a SEAL. It's a job that I can do what I like to do and get paid for it.
It's pretty cold. You ever held ice in the palm of your hand and just held it there until it stings? Cold like that.
As you see, it doesn't look like there's too many warm bodies out here, is there? So next time I tell you, go underneath the wave, why don't you go underneath the wave? Go. You don't have to do anything about it. Mother Nature takes care of it all. She supplies the water, the cold air. All you gotta do is something get in it.
5, 6, 7.
Day 3 ends early as the class prepares for surf passage later tonight. 4 more students have quit, but most students are too cold to notice or care.
Stand by to move.
After their dinner break, Class 234 will be back in the ocean for their 3rd time today. As night surf passage begins, it is the instructors, not the students, who seem anxious.
Hopefully, none of us will get hurt. I don't think so. The waves aren't that big. But just can't wait to get this evolution over so I can go to bed.
From Missouri.
Whereabouts?
Southeast part, little town called Williamsville.
You've been in the Navy for a while?
4.5 years.
And what were you doing before you got here?
I was stationed on a ship in Yokosuka, Japan for 3 years.
And that kind of bored you, huh?
Yeah, it pretty much sucks.
I was on a ship for 2 years. I'd rather freeze out here than be on a ship. I hate those damn ships.
It's going all right so far. Boat crew's doing well.
Gonna make it through Hell Week this time?
The question to Rivera is not an idle comment. It is a reminder not to become complacent. Although Rivera is universally respected and popular with both instructors and his classmates, as the ranking enlisted man, he is not yet demonstrating the leadership qualities expected by Phase 1 instructors. The surf has dropped in size, and boat crews seem to have more trouble finding their place on the beach than they do paddling in the surf. In between races, Instructor R inspects for a lack of attention to detail, a reminder that the ocean at night cannot be taken for granted.
XYZ PDQ.
XYZ PDQ.
You know what that means? Your fly's undone. Button it. Hurry up! Hurry up! Get that boat squared away. Every single crew here is sad. There's only one boat crew 8 down on the end, who earned the right to be sitting down. Because you know what second place is, right? First losers. It pays to be a winner. Why were you the last ones in?
My boat got flipped.
Sorry, you're not doing this race. You're gonna stay up and play games with me. Go!
Rivera and Boat Crew 6 have not performed consistently during the past 3 days. Because he has already failed buds twice, instructors are waiting to see if Rivera can improve his leadership performance.
Get your back straight!
The message is clear. Either get motivated and lead, or find a different job somewhere else.
Show me that something that I said to you sunk in. Show me that something that I said to you sunk in.
Who you are, Sergeant Robinson?
We came in last place. We got dumped out there, and it was our fault. We weren't straight, so we paid for it.
Right now I'm preparing myself to listen to my coxswain and get it together, work as a team, so we can get out there and survive.
All right, you had your chance to catch your breath. All right, now it's time to show. You've been standing here, these guys are gonna line up and race. It's gonna be your turn. You're in the driver's seat this time. I don't want any excuses. Out and back. You better be in the top 3.
What do you got going there?
I don't know. We were gonna do a boat out there, and I didn't even realize it was bleeding. But
Let's wipe it off. You got a little blood coming from there. Is it a puncture wound? Are you in a lot of pain right now?
my hands are numb.
Okay, so you're not.
So I'm good.
All right, so you'll be all right.
All right.
You'll be all right at least until after this evolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Down. Up. Down. Up.
Down.
McPherson, you having a hard time holding that boat up?
Negative.
You getting the support you need from your boat crews?
Yes, I am.
Really? You're not carrying an unusually large size at the side of the boat all by your little lonesome?
Negative.
So what you're telling me is all these guys are putting out and you're not? Is that what you're telling me?
Negative.
You sure you want to be here?
Yes, I do.
Are you absolutely sure?
I'm positive.
Then get that boat off your head. Starting over for McPherson. Down. Are you sure you want to be here? He's like, with determination, he's saying, hoo-yah, while the other guy directly behind him skates. He's not the only one who knows it, but everybody else in that boat crew knows it. And those names surface. Gaines.
Yes.
You're the slowest one up and the slowest one down. Why should the rest of your boat crew pay? Because you don't want to put out.
They should.
Huh?
They should.
They shouldn't?
No.
Then are you sure you want to be here?
Yes.
Okay, well then start showing me.
Yeah.
See? What is wrong with you, Gaines? I think you're feeling a little sorry for yourself. What day is this into training?
Third day.
Day 3. Okay, quit feeling sorry for yourself. Adjust your hat and square it away. Poke your chest out and stand tall. There you go. That's the position of a man right there.
I want a 6-word phrase that made it possible for you to be sitting right where you're sitting right now.
Get your back straight.
It pays to be a winner!
Oh, yeah.
Boat crew ended up winning 4 races out of about, I think, 8 or 9 of them. And since we got in first, we got to go off the beach early.
Last night was definitely put out evolution like every other one, but we're good. Next day, you know, just try to keep a smile on your face, and tomorrow's Friday, and then we got the weekend.
Well, actually, I was dreaming about that boat all night long, honestly. And when I got up, I thought, God, go back under the end of the day. But this is a tough place, but the alternative is really not acceptable.
Getting out of bed, I asked my wife if she'd give me an extra push in the morning to help me out. When you're 29, you start to feel everything.
You're not going to pass out on me in the classroom again?
No, I did some eating last night. I should be all right. Wasn't eating enough for the amount of calories you burn and the activity.
Okay, go get your stuff. We just had another DOR. Just came up to me and said he's had enough. And I sent him back there to fill out his DOR sheet.
1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3.
I know the difference between little owies and real injuries, okay? Maybe you think you're injured because this is the most pain you've ever felt in your 19 years of existence, or however old you are, but you're not by my standards, all right?
Yeah.
You come up to me and you tell me you got lower back pain, you don't want to do the rest of the O course, fine, that's a training timeout if you want to hide in that thing, okay? But sooner or later, it's going to catch up to you. So if you want this program, then you better man up and start doing the job. If you don't want the program and you want to quit, then be a man and quit, okay? It's not just you, it's you and a few of these other people out here that are hiding in the crowd. I guarantee you, I know who you are. We all know who you are. We're going to find you. If not this week, we're definitely going to find you the week after next, okay? And you'll go away after you suffer through 2 weeks of miserable pain.
To survive at Buds or in war, misery must be compartmentalized, pain denied. On day 4, it's becoming critical to maintain focus. Too much thinking can overwhelm even the strongest willpower.
I learned in last class you can't get attached to people, because you never know who's going to go and who's going to stay. Just hope on 1 month it stays.
Going home. What happened? I just got some family issues that's been going on for a while. Last night, kind of came to a head on the phone. I mean, you figure opportune place and opportune time. Just ain't in it mentally now. If it was ever a time for me to quit, it would have been yesterday. I passed out. I was hurt. I was sick. I was dragging ass, but I stuck it out. I was here. I had my chance. Just issues came up.
It's called the Elephant Walk. The students hate it. No matter how the rubber IBS raft is carried, it hurts. The head, the shoulders, the rubbing against the legs. It's an irritating and aggravating exercise that eventually will turn into a race between boat crews. It's an evolution that never seems to end.
I wonder how long it will last. Maybe it'll last all week. Maybe it'll last all month. Maybe it never stops.
What I'm trying to do is get inside their heads a little bit. I try to remind them also that this thing could go on and on and on. And what it is designed to do is separate the men from the boys. The men they don't care.
I wonder what my mother's doing. I wonder what my friends are doing.
But the weak-minded ones will succumb to that, and they start doing some soul searching. They let that little man inside their head speak to them that says, I can't. And I'm only interested in the ones who can.
I don't know if I'm cut out for this training. I'm so incredibly tired.
The bell sounds, and 8 more men ring out of Class 234. 21 DORs and 2 medical rolls in 3 days reduces the class size by a third. The muster is down to 61 students. As the instructors intended from day 1, more and more students are questioning their motives for being here.
Just rang out, Class 234. It was fun. I mean, it was a good experience. Really enjoyed it. But I think in order to be a Navy SEAL, you gotta want it more than anything else that you want, and willing to give up everything else to attain that goal. And I didn't want it that much. Tuesday actually wasn't quite as bad as Monday, but just the days consecutive, my body was just beat. I was thinking, this is really what I want to do, but it's just a job. It's the Navy, and it's my occupation, and my family needs to come first to me, and that was more important to me than being a SEAL.
It's not that far. 1 mile, 1,650 yards. Right. We've done 1,000 already.
Take the IBS too if you want.
So, and that's our last evolution of the day.
It is the coldest evolution of the week. A 1 mile bay swim in 53-degree water without a wetsuit.
Hey, dummy.
The instructors tell the class it's mind over matter. If they don't mind, it won't matter. But the humor for Thursday is wearing thin. Everybody is tired of being cold.
Talk to me! Gary Holly, swimwear 15! Gary Holly, swimwear 15! 15, go!
The instructors know the cold is miserable. Their main concern is how long each swim pair is in the water.
What is the matter with you?
Can't take that fin anymore. Get first power, 13!
Hey, Willens. Well, Willens, take your fin off and I'll take it and you can finish the swim with 1 fin.
Yeah, Rock, too.
Or you can quit. Take your fin off. Make up your mind. Get your fin off, give it to me. Give up the fin or quit.
You can't breathe. Go.
Just remember, you gotta do this for the next 6 months.
Get out of here. You got 2 arms, you got another leg.
See ya. Use them. Go swim, Wellens. Don't be a baby. Go swim. Go over to a swim pair over there. When they check in, hook up with them. What are you doing?
I came to realize.
Who are you?
This is Carol.
All right, get over here, Carol. Who are you? What number are you?
Swim pair 2.
Swim pair 2 is now, what's your name?
Greenigan.
You two go. Greenigan is now with Roger.
Get a leg up. Get a leg up.
Swim pair 2. I have their swim buddy. You're shaking. If you're shaking, you're not hyped out.
I can't kick my legs.
Why?
They're locked up.
Then use your damn arms. Come over here and hang on to the boat. You guys keep going. Sit up straight.
The early signs of hypothermia are mental confusion, listless response, and an inability to respond to simple questions.
Hang on to the boat. Hang on to the boat. What do you want? Are you out of here or what? Because if you're not, you're going to go swim.
I can't swim.
If you can't swim, then you're out of here.
I can't swim anymore.
Why?
It's too cold.
Instructor Pat Stone and Mad Max watch the students closely, but no one yet is showing signs of hypothermia.
Now, are you going to breathe for me? Sit down. In, out. Sit down.
The cold is simply too much for some to tolerate.
Kick, stroke, and glide. Underwater recovery stroke. Where are you at?
I'm in the bay.
Okay, what bay are you in?
Excuse me?
What bay are you in?
Thursday.
What bay? B-A-Y.
Coronado Bay.
Hurry up, Hopkins, get moving. What's your problem?
I've had a fight. Okay.
You keep an eye on him. What's wrong with you? Say this in English, please.
My legs.
Okay, well, do what Doc tells you. Hey, where are you?
Who?
Wellens. All right. This guy's had enough of the cold. He's cramped up. It's just not for him anymore. He wants to move on and do something else. He's done. Back up there, you are warm enough to continue this swim, Evans. Put your fins on, put your belt on, and jump in the water. You and Hopkins are going to be swim buddies. Well, what are you saying? Are you done? Okay. All right. Get ready to join somebody out there to finish the swim?
I'm done.
You got 25 meters. Start kicking it out. 25 meters. Relax. Carol, I think you're going to be all right. Roger, we had a 96.7 and a 97.3, over.
What are they swimming right now?
I tried to get them back into the water and they said no way.
Roger that. What about the medical guy?
Medical guy was seen in medical this morning with pneumonia. They started him on antibiotics and I'm just going to keep him, over.
Take him in the water, tell him to finish. He's going to swim to the other boat.
Excellent. Carol, put your life jacket on and you can finish the swim.
I'm done.
What?
Done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Why? You think I'm gonna let you die? The boat's right there, Carter. You better stay with your swim, buddy. You have pneumonia. And every time you get in water, you can't breathe and you can't train. Chances are they might med roll you, med drop maybe, I don't know. Hey, numbnuts! Get him in. Max, get him in.
The last swim pair to finish are Buck and Potter. Mad Max recognizes the early signs of Potter becoming disoriented.
He's been in the water for an hour, which is towards the upper limits of our swim. So if he had been swimming hard, then he would be done probably 20 minutes ago. Scoot back, sit down, scoot back. Scoot back here, Danny. And I don't know how cold he is right now, so we're gonna go and check him out.
What's going on?
Hey, Potter.
What?
You're all right. You finished the swim. Hey, you want to zoom us in? Get us in? Cover up with this, dummy. look good. Are you cold too?
Doing all right.
What's 6 times 6?
6 times 6, 36. Stuck the patch door.
Are you warming up?
Oh, yeah.
6 times 3. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up.
18.
Oh! You're a brain surgeon. Hurry up, get off. Get out of the boat. All right, get it off. Get out of here. Get up there.
Get a shower cap off of him.
Give me that thing. Get on him. Hey, Buck, will you grab him?
On the last day of week 1, 234 is back in the water. Every boat crew has been reorganized. 11 more students have quit, and the class size is reduced to 50.
This evolution's IBS rock portage. Basically what we're looking for here is you have to be able to overcome fear, first of all, because it's scary. You got big surf out there, you've got rocks, you got the potential for injury. And the only way to successfully accomplish rock portage is by working for a team.
This is the most dangerous thing we've been doing so far.
About 90% of the evolutions that we do in first phase are all based off of teamwork. Some of them do have tactical applications, but a majority of them are just designed to get a group of guys or a bunch of individuals working together for a common goal in the face of adversity.
Listen, guys! You guys gotta come.
Let's say, for instance, the Zodiac went down with its engine. We could possibly have to portage with paddles on the rocks. Hey, it's the name of the game. It's where we come in where they wouldn't expect us to come in. So that's what this is all about.
Hurry up!
Leg's boat crew has changed personnel, but they continue to be among the winners. The faces at Bud's changed, but the lessons remain the same.
We were the first ones. We took charge.
We're the best. That's why we're winners. We work together.
We worked together. We were aggressive. We were aggressive and we worked hard. Ah, watch me. We worked hard.
Second place is the first losers.
Okay, so you're in the water and you know you're between the beach and the boat, right? What do?
Get the hell out of
Get out of there. Let me give you an example. I'm in Puerto Rico, okay? We've got weapons boxes in the back of the Sea Fox. Sea Fox starts to swamp, okay? 2,000 pounds worth of weapons boxes are sliding back my direction, and I pin myself between the entrance to that thing and the boxes thinking that I'm gonna save these weapons. Am I dummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay? Weapons are lost, we dive for them. However, you put your body there, it's done for. Got it?
You do not get in between the boat and the rock. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys that.
My leg got straightened up a little bit on the rocks, but I mean, just little things you get in buds, that's all. I mean, it's how you play the game.
Wolfsburg's injury is not serious this time.
No, I mean, it hurts. At the same time. Yeah.
But after surviving the first week at Bud's, every student understands that luck is the residue of design.
I can go back out there.
I know you can. Sit down. Sit down.
They had to knee me up there. I used to
Look, quit spazzing and being dramatic, all right? Sometimes they're putting their feet between the rocks and the wave gets them and it rocks them. Well, their feet are anchored. Their body's moving to the wave. Well, in his case, I thought maybe he might have had a torque-related injury where the knee got torqued. But all that happened is that the kneecap just got pressed up against the rock and shifted and then shifted back. Painful, but no injury.
This week was a real kick in the ass. Every day, it got harder. Every evolution, I thought to myself, it can't get any worse than this, and then it did. But you keep amazing yourself every day. You know, I didn't think I could do that, and you do it. Yesterday we did that mile base swim, and that's the coolest I've ever been in my entire life. But I did it and got through it, and I got through this whole week. Just proves to you that you can get through anything. It means I can get through next week, I can get through Hell Week, I can get through anything. And that's the whole point of what they're teaching us.
Oh, crunch! That's not good. Oh, crunch! Ooh, bleh. Me and you, we're going through the door. Okay, we're going through the door. We got empty flags, loaded trigger, safety is off, right?
Yeah.
Your finger's on the trigger. You're right behind me, right?
Yeah.
On me, ready!